Hello, thanks for watching. True Crime King back with ya. Welcome to the channel. For those of you that are new, I give my opinions and my reactions to anything true crime related. So if that's something you're interested in, I would tap that notification bell and hit that subscribe button. That way you get notified every time I upload a video. Just your average guy that says things that maybe you're thinking or just don't want to say out loud. Thanks for watching, and with that, we'll get on to the video. Alright guys, so we're all wondering, why didn't Dylan call the police when she saw KOHBERGER walk right past her until the next fucking day? It makes no sense. So, we're about to get into it. Long Crime just did a video talking about this, so I'm going to react to it, and we're going to see if there's any explanation to this, because, you know, my mind is blown over this. So, here we go.
We talked about and touched upon this DM, one of the surviving roommates. Very important information we are receiving here, but so many questions as well, as we are learning so much more information. A lot of questions. One of the questions people are asking is, why didn't she call the police after she saw him? But instead she ran into her room and hid, and then...
Yeah, we're asking that question. She has a cell phone. I mean, run in the room and hide and call the fucking police from your cell phone. What are you doing? He went upstairs. We know he went upstairs. You had plenty of time. Run out and go to a neighbor. What are you doing, Dylan?
Did it the day after. What can be explained here?
You know, we can't really tell what motivates people in a moment, especially one of great fear, to act.
This makes you think, I mean, did she have some kind of relationship with Brian? I mean, what's going on here, man?
In the manner that they did. I don't think that that in any way implicates this person. I mean, certainly we don't have any evidence of that. And
well, she needs to explain herself, as far as I'm concerned.
I try not to, from a legal and also a personal perspective, judge how people act within the context of trauma. Who knows what had gone on at that place before, or what she...
Okay, she waited till the next fucking day, though, man. I get if you're scared in the moment, but she saw him leave. I mean, okay, you're in shock. Okay, maybe wait a couple minutes, maybe a half hour, an hour max. But the next day? I mean, you're telling me she went to sleep and she heard people crying and she saw this dude with a mask on and walk out the door and she didn't call anybody? I'm sorry, but something is wrong with that.
Thought may have been consensual activity, or maybe she was just...
He had a mask on. What do you mean consensual?
Way too afraid, and
she heard people crying and shit.
Was in denial, but I don't think any of this points to certainly her involvement.
Well, not her involvement, but Matt, you know, you were speaking before you were interrupted when we went into the hearing about the match here, talking about the description of the suspect, which is about 5'10", 6 foot, not athletic, but not muscular rather, but he had bushy eyebrows, which is something that we see Bryan KOHBERGER has. When you put these two together...
How does she know he had bushy eyebrows if she said he had a mask on?
What does that make you think?
Well, I think that it certainly explains why he became a suspect in this case as the pieces began to fall together. I mean, having an identification of an unknown male in your apartment the night of these murders is extremely important. Obviously, that's the person who's responsible for these killings, or some of these killings. The interesting thing to me is, she says that she froze there and he walked by her. Now, this was...
Why didn't he kill her? If he walked by her, but kill everybody upstairs, right?
A defendant allegedly who killed 4 people. Did he not notice her? Would he not? Why would he leave her behind?
Yeah, what the hell? This is not adding up, guys.
If he saw her, if he walked past her during these early morning hours.
She saw him. I mean, I'm assuming he had to have saw her, right? She didn't say she was hiding.
I mean, there are so many questions here.
Yeah, tons of questions.
As we begin to analyze the evidence in this case, and clearly they've provided an abundance of evidence. This affidavit of probable cause is 16 pages long. That's unusual. As a prosecutor in the past, I would want a affidavit of probable cause to be very concise and to limit the information that I made available in that. Only enough for probable cause to get a warrant, and only enough evidence in the preliminary hearing to get that case bound to trial. Here we have kind of a treasure trove of evidence that was used to point the finger at this defendant.
All right, guys. Yeah, put in the comments why you think Dylan didn't call the police. I mean, that night. I mean, I'm baffled. I can't think of any explanation. But maybe you guys can help me out. But hit that like, hit that subscribe. True Crime King is out.